tries to go aggressive in through Con, and he's got Rops here with him. And here on short, and he does still have Rops nearby to help out. Rops going to grace the scoreboard with another Nico point man for mousesports. This bomb's still trapped down towards Monster though, so this is not an easy round for OpTic, as one by one they're losing players inside of this bomb site.
Refresh trying to bail them out with a drop through the heaven. He catches it. Didn't look aware. Still mousesports win the round, but got
to see this double AWP between Chris J and WOXIC. And actually, just as I bring that up, okay, we lose Carrigan down in com, but Chris J's graced the scoreboard with one. Frozen will get dropped down in mid, so all this pressure falls onto Chris now to try and hold his own, and with players wrapping out through the toilets, that smoke might give him some temporary salvation.
Spotted, but will it divert Rops' attention? No, he checks a corner, of course he does, finds the re-peek as well into config, and he knows Snappy's got to be by the toilets, but the mist smoke could spell his demise. It's not covering the bomb, he's got to force the peek, no kit to play with, and the time's already ticked down. I think it's over, and he's realised it too. A great attempt, but that one mist smoke, that'll make all the difference here, Harry. OpTic Gaming, their first round on the board.
Flash is going to telegraph the short aggression. Snappy hears it and he makes the call, but he actually gets bested initially. Config and the rest of the gang out through Monster, and Rops pushed out of position. It's Carrigan with the deke. Okay, Carrigan, 3.
Screen again, back in the middle. It's WOXIC. Oh, the timing on the flashbang, but he just gets back within the right time, catches himself one. Nico with a double trade keeps this round alive for OpTic. It could have fallen so fast that it might
trade things out. Yeah, even think about the one round we saw them get, and a lot of it was just on the back of, you know, big individual performances from the OpTic side. They're able to finally deal with Carrigan down here in the toilets. And MSL on this long run. Rops is that man who goes bump in the night. There's the first, and they found the monster that's lurking under their bed. Rops gonna shut down both players over in the toilet.
Got the rifle getting aggressive though very early on. He heard the flash into toilet, so he knew they were nearby. Carrigan takes both fights. mousesports hit them with the chunky nade, and we've even got the pre-rotate here. 3 players in position, but only one needed. Chris J finds 2 before Rops gets traded, and that's a 3K from the Dutchman. No smoke for that bomb, no flash to facilitate a peek, and he's got to take a fight. Snappy winning it. WOXIC tapping the bomb to try and force the peek, and he does get the trade. Can he find any more? Surely OpTic now know he's not on the defuse, but they'll go back in for the fight anyway. WOXIC with 2. He needs to stick it now. Rops needs to find the kill, but he can't, and WOXIC will fall short. Refresh clutches. Maybe it's OpTic's cool as they charge into B. It's a nade bonanza here. 2
One
kills.
Smoke at barrels. Rops still just dodging shots, but not for long. It's Refresh once again to try and bail OpTic out of this round. Tries
for an MSL, even if he got 1 kill there was another player to swing out wide, and that's the bomb drop. That's a big error from MSL, because now it's under control of mousesports. 2 players still by these toilets. Carrigan's been spotted. He still wins that duel because config had his flash in his hand. Now just Refresh in a 1v4, and this would be a real way to impress.
It very much would, but you don't want to put too much pressure on the man just yet. Okay, right.
Heavy into this position, but Frozen's holding, and Nico's going to get aggressive alone. No teammates to support, but do mousesports know there's 2 more men round the corner? That's a no. Refresh.
Pretty tricky situation indeed. He might get helped out a bit by Carrigan's presence in the bomb site to maybe force some of these players out from Con. Chris, good to win that fight on a Refresh. Rops trying to take this fight on a Snappy. Dinks him down at just 1 point of health. The bomb is in the bomb site. It's the wrap from MSL that maybe could have solidified this round, but Chris is on the ball in this pistol round. Rops not quite able to finish the man up in heaven. Chris J so close. Flash, not flash, the Molotov going to force config forward, and Carrigan tries to go through that molly at short. That's a decision he might come to regret, as that's now the bomb drop. These rotations coming through right now. Rops trying to hacker forward. Snappy deleted, but quick refrag from Refresh. And this leaves Frozen 1v2. What to do here? That bomb ticking down. He's trying to isolate the fight on a Refresh, and now just MSL left to fight. He doesn't have armor behind this AWP. He can't afford to miss anything, and this push about to come in now, and Snappy already bested Refresh with this 1 AK. We need to see something big from him, and he's instantly bested. This round has all but fallen apart, and Nico's going to stick around, see what he can do. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the A, so you really are hoping for a big step up from Nico here. He goes through that smoke at long. Wasn't quite able to capitalize on that forward position. Rotations coming in, 10 seconds on the clock here. This bomb has to get into the bomb site and go down, and Refresh on Optimus, not quite. They do manage to deal with Rops. They're plugging in the numbers, and Frozen able to dispatch a config. It's Snappy, and a 1v2 required. Up in towards the bomb site he goes, and he has done damage onto WOXIC. There's a chance for him here, but it's not meant to be. mousesports going to take this. They want to stay afloat here. Nico already down 3 shots. Quick to find an equalizer, and this pistol round is very explosive, back and forth, but it's OpTic emerging.
On the other side, a bait and switch setup. As soon as WOXIC sees Nico, we're going to see the swing of MSL. What a shot! Ooh. Oh my god, how the hell the mouse...
That is not how that's meant to go down. Chris J wins his fight versus Snappy, and this is all...
No weapons taken away. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
No. Too late. Meantime, MSL is going to get Molly back. That ticks away at a bit of damage, but he sends off a hell of a lot more. Frozen's been picked up. The high flash facilitates the peak, but he can't land the second shot. The third, certainly. And now his teammates are swinging in to help him out, even though Rops gets a frag. Surely this round isn't winnable. The split have hurt him, and it's only a couple more seconds before we see this IGL taken down. So MSL was reluctant to run it on the T side of Overpass, but here's where we could really see that battle come into play. MSL tagged through the door gap, and Carrigan going to try and abuse it. He finds one, cannot double down. It's the trade from config, and Refresh wins his...
Now left. Had they been able to just get their man into pit this time, they try and flash through these smokes and
up for a mid to B. Refresh lining 2 up, finds 3 of them, and that's the bomb dropped in the round over for mousesports. There's no way out of this one. He's got to flash through and fight to the death, and death.
It's the fast B play. Config here alongside Refresh, the 2 top performers for OpTic, and it's into the meat grinder. They do deal with Refresh, but they still have Config left to try and overthrow. He's been able to get 3, which is far more than he ever should have got away with. WOXIC now thrust into this clutch, does pick off the first man, but MSL... And as they start to trickle out through long, Snappy makes quick work of Chris J. This round, slowly but surely unraveling. And Config, just playing with his food. Carrigan shut down, looking for a bit more. Frozen is able to pick that up at least, but he's in hot water now, down in mid. The bomb dropped, and Refresh swings wide. Only Rops left standing. Refresh going to hear the players crossing. Nico, he's in a lot of danger of getting caught out here, waiting for a flash that never arrived. Refresh answers back with 2, and there's a gap in this smoke. MSL's looking to try and exploit it. WOXIC doesn't spot him, and MSL not ready for Frozen.
Only sneaky for so long as Snappy charges up short. 1v3, try and keep this half even more dominant than you could imagine. That nade's very chunky, but Frozen still sits on the bomb site, and he'll peek when his teammate gets close. No need. Frozen. And still have 4 committed towards mid and B split.
Yeah, the issue they're going to have is Carrigan is in a position where he really is to go above and beyond. No one nearby to help him.
WOXIC creepy crawly alone as his teammates come up through the catwalk. There's a spot for config. Nico's taking down Frozen, but WOXIC wins his duel. If he can find another one, this is still winnable, but now Rops left in the hot seat, 1 on 2, and they're just not going to fight him. The time will elude him. Surely 1 kill, almost a second, but Refresh.
Carrigan lining that up. Smoke throwing a block off the tunnel. MSL holding close, but a no-scope from WOXIC. That does deal with the point man here. There's another player deep inside of the bomb site, but Carrigan takes down Chris J. Bit of friendly fire, and it all goes to Chaos. OpTic Gaming 16-4, as dominant as you like. They lock it.
Chris J's got for us here. He is alone, and now he's dead. Nico's going to find his head. It's deep control from OpTic. They're pushing all the boundaries of this B site.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way already. I mean, the time now ticking down. WOXIC really can't do anything, and it looks like it could be... I was going to say a flawless pistol round, but they don't get away with that. No more for love. We're very, very good at stealing away these 4 spies. Not again. Not again. It can't happen once more. Nico and Snappy tried to save it. They've tried to do what they can, and Snappy holding the wrap round. He falls. Nico's gone. And mousesports stealing another 4 spy. Somehow.
No one's watching it. Carrigan's holding from the back of the site. Frozen's watching the drop through pop. He's got it covered with 1. Carrigan, great timing on that repeak there. Takes down Snappy and Nico. Sorry, that's MSL and Nico rather going down. 1 player down.
Phenomenal back on Dust. I think that now just config, and this wrap from not from Carrigan, rather from Frozen. He's going to hear the footsteps of config trying to get away. Spy coming through here from OpTic into this round. Fast aggression from Rops does net the first kill. Will they anticipate WOXIC running through that Molotov? He's able to clear the close angle, but there's Snappy to immediately deal with him. Now thrust into this 3-on-3, and this is where Refresh is really going to come into his own. It's Carrigan asked to step up, asked to clutch once more, able to get the second. Snappy to take that aggressive holding connector, pays dividend. It's refresh in a 1v3. Bomb planted for him. They do tap on it. Smoke going to follow up as he peeks on out. Oh, he does get frozen off, and now refresh. A real chance here. It's only WOXIC left standing. Just 15 points of health. Time ticking down, and yeah, there's no kit available. Karrigan was the man with it, but that's been dropped a long way from home. Rains in, but refresh was playing the anti-flash. A second one from Chris J. Now that blindsides everyone here. WOXIC able to deny it, and Config now thrust into the 1v2. A few question marks in this round for how this 2-on-2 occurred, but Config, 15 seconds on the clock, still going to try and step up to the plate to go for the clutch. WOXIC hidden in that smoke, and Config can't have any idea. They hear him on the trade. Ooh, they try and double drop in through the ladder, and that's where they're going to hear the scope on Karrigan. There's a man up on top of the blue train. That's MSL, who just blindsides Karrigan there. Rop's able to come through on this flank quickly. But that somewhat relies on these players dropping a few of the guys inside of this bomb site.
Scoreboard and go, okay, it's WOXIC, don't fight, don't peek, don't give him the 1v1, but MSL will go right round the corner. Not giving him a fight, and WOXIC's not got the right read. Molly towards the pop dog, tries to tap on the bomb, but the peek comes through preemptively. Nice work from Nico, saves MSL. That's an early nade, might find some damage, it does. The pistol's out, but he's been dinked down. WOXIC with the kill, gets traded, dropping into the site. Oh,
on the other side, and Chris J, I mean, what can he do? Nothing. Comes back to punish. The nice shot from MSL. Snappy's here to try and help out, but they both fall short. Karrigan
can get this molly off. He does down wrap. They're already through. The bomb's been dropped, and Chris J finds one. Config getting taken down, and now it's just on Nico.
Rops, but Rops is going to land the shot.
Catches a man on top of the train, but the wallbang slows him down for the peak. Snappy pushing through the smoke. There's actually no smoke there. Ivy wasn't covered by anyone on mousesports. He gets a kill, but Chris J.
Up on WOXIC. Run boost him across.
Hey.
Good night, MSL. Was not ready for that. The MSL bunch in that first half used against him. Frozen going to follow. Suddenly back with a very convincing start to this round, but it's Config who might throw that all into question. Dancing around this smoke. Oh, he who dances with smokes. It's Config to find himself.
He just couldn't find the bomb's position, and now he's got to be scared. 15 seconds. They'll move back in. He finds one. Unaware that Refresh has got bomb plot might come in here. Refresh can see his legs, and he'll take him down under the train.
Results.
I mean, it was the kickstart, the double up that got them on this T side initially, with him and Chris donning that in the first rifle round. And it may close it out as well. Harry walks with the opening kill, and within seconds, mousesports reactionary play. Config trying to come through the smoke. Him and Nico doubling down for one each, and Rops will follow up.
Overextend, has to peek into this, and they won't. Karrigan actually takes that initial fight. Mousesports 16 at 2-11. They take this third map.